Matthew Rondina here with Best Buy Canada. Today, we'll be exploring two digital antenna options from One for All, the Rural Line Pro and the City Line. Both offer a host of different options. Let's figure out which one is best fit for you. If you have recently cut your television cable, the One for All antennas are a great option to provide more free entertainment. These digital TV antennas pick up over-the-air broadcasts with the ability to provide you with a multitude of free channels. Depending on your home's distance from broadcast towers, you could have access to news, sports, movies, and more by following a few easy steps. The first step is to open One for All's Channel Checker. Based on your postal code, it will show you the amount of channels available to you and your distance to a local tower. Your distance to a local broadcast tower will determine the amount of channels that you receive. In my case, I had 13 channels available using the City Line and 19 channels available using the Rural Line Pro. Even though I lived in the heart of Toronto, the app suggested that I pick up the Rural Line Pro, which surprised me, but based on my distance from an actual broadcast tower, I needed this extra range to pick up more channels. Although it said I would receive 19 channels roughly, I wanted to put everything to the test to see how many of these channels actually get. Let's put things to the test in our channel scan. But first, let's look at what comes in each one of the boxes. So for the City Line, it offers a smaller range in a sleeker package. So if you live in the heart of a city, this might be the best choice for you as it tends to offer the most bang for your buck and doesn't take up too much real estate. As you can see indicated on the packaging here, it has roughly a 75-kilometer range to the closest antenna. You get your included instruction manual, the actual super sleek and smooth little antenna, everything you need to affix it to your wall. So we've got our wall mounting screws there, followed up by a very clever little USB power cord, so you can actually plug that directly into the base of the unit. Or if your television actually carries USB power, you can take this USB end and plug it directly into the back of your television set. And finally, here's the coax cable that you'll need to connect to the back of your television in order to feed the signal from the antenna into the back of your television. As you can see from the design, it's very sleek and compact, with a beautiful black mirror finish. It fits in with most media units quite nicely. As you can see on the back here, everything that you need in terms of mounting is done. There's no need for extra glue or parts, just to fix the screws to the walls and mount it. Here is the Rural Line Pro, the bigger brother of the City Line. The first big difference, besides almost being double the size of the City, is the fact that it is also mountable in an outdoor setting, so it's fully waterproof. Where with the City Line, you need to keep that inside. The City is meant for indoor use only. Where here, we could mount this to an antenna or in an attic. It's ready to go in terms of being exposed to more extreme elements and temperatures. I opted for an attic installation for the Rural Line Pro, giving me a great amount of height and unobstructed area for the hardware. The included mounting kit had everything I needed to secure it in my attic. Once the unit is mounted, it just needs to be plugged in using the included power wall plug adapter. After that, a coax line from the unit to the back of your TV, and you are all set to scan for channels. As you can see here, we have the unit itself connected via coax to the actual power adapter right here with this tiny little rectangle. That will split from power and coax signal into the 30 feet of included coaxial cable to connect to the back of your television and to the unit. We also have here the USB adapter for power, so you can plug this directly into your TV if you wish, which is handy on cutting down on some cable clutter. Or you can just plug the USB cable right back in to the actual power adapter. In my case, with the attic installation application, I would plug that USB back into the power adapter and plug it back into the electrical box that I have close by. But I do like the inclusion of a few options for power. So that's a majority of the setup that you have to do straight out of the box. Next, and probably the most difficult, is mounting it and then finding a signal or proper positioning for the best signal in your home. The Rural Line Pro is capable of a 75-mile range, which is quite different from the City Line, which is only a 75-kilometer range. Taking a look at what's included in the box, we have the unit itself, included instructions, the 30 feet worth of coaxial cable, everything you will need to mount the actual antenna to a pole or within your attic, the super compact AC power, and again we have those handy dandy USB inputs, and the actual power driver itself. Again, one side coax plug-in, the other side male-female port. I decided to mount the Rural Line Pro Central unit in my attic. The hardware itself weighs in at just under 5 pounds. The included installation kit more than did the job. The actual casing itself has a nice sleek design. It's even more compact than many of the satellite dishes available on the market today. Once the hardware is set up, I had to do a quick channel scan. I was able to test both antennas on a Samsung and a Sony television. The City Line and the Rural Line Pro are capable of receiving and displaying 1080p and 4K ultra signals. In my area, I could only access 1080p. In my time with the All-for-One line of antennas, I was left satisfied with the performance and quality. From nearly effortless unboxing and setup to consistent, strong daily performance, I was left impressed with the hardware. The units work as advertised and offer a lot of savings over cable and satellite packages. If you are looking for a free equivalent to basic cable packages, the One for All line offers great value.